is something that can benefit a lot of people. Now, from a broader economic standpoint, just be clear, your government is pretty much printing money. They're going into insane, unsustainable amounts of debt. Eventually, those chickens will come home to roost. Yesterday, we did a crypto conversation, and the reason Bitcoin is going insane is because the demand for Bitcoin is going up and up and up because people are trying to put their money into assets that are actual scarce resources to get away from fiat currency. So just be clear, there's no such thing as a free lunch. When they pay off this student loan debt, the government's going to cover that. They're not going to make the companies pay for this. And it's going to end up hurting the economy long term. But I hope that it benefits you. But really, also as Black people, I'm not even a fan of the idea that millions of Black people are going to die in debt, owing money to a big white university that they paid $100,000, $200,000 to just to teach them to go work for another white person. If you want to know why Black wealth is expected to drop to zero by the year 2053, it is largely due to student loans. It is because you were taught incorrectly that the number one way for you to be successful in America as a Black person is to go into various forms of economic slavery. So the same government that will not give you reparations for slavery has put exhaustive effort into giving you preparations for slavery. They have been preparing you for slavery when they sent you to that public school, when they put white supremacy in your head, where you know more about European history than you even know about the continent of Africa. A lot of y'all can't even name half the countries in Africa. Don't know how big they are. Don't know how many people are there, but you know all about Europe. You know about Spain and France and London, but don't know nothing about Africa. and then you get inundated with white-owned media that does things like present blackface rappers to you, some of whom are absolute clowns, who are encouraging your sons to get addicted to drugs so that they become uncompetitive, right? Which fits into Dr. Claude Anderson's arguments in the book Black Labor, White Wealth, where he says that the goal was to make sure Black people can never compete with white people. Well, a drug addict can never compete with a person that is sober and alert and smart and on his game. Seriously. So the other part of the preparations for slavery comes from the fact that you're also told that your key to success is to get out of the hood so that you can be around white people as opposed to staying in the hood and building up your own community. That's another preparation for slavery. So then you go out to the white neighborhood and then you're mad because your neighbors are discriminating against you and you're being treated like a Negro. Right. And then you're also taught, again, in your preparations for slavery, that you should then go to a white university where half the professors don't even want Black people on campus, where they don't even hire Black professors on these campuses. And many of these believe me, as a Black professor, I can tell you a lot of your favorite big universities that you gave all this money to were not hiring the Black job candidates. I saw Black professors come into Syracuse University who were really qualified for the job get rejected and being given no reason why they were not being hired for that job. And then you're in debt to that institution. When I was at Syracuse University, I was on the faculty 13 years. I saw lots of Black students who had so much debt that they're still in debt today. I'm talking about you got $200,000 in debt in the year 2004. I catch up with you. Hey, Dr. Boyce, what's going on? I see you on the internet. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? How you? Yeah, you. I was in your class back. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, good to see you. How you doing, man? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then you get around. So that all that debt that you had, how did that go? Oh, man. I had to put that to the side. I couldn't pay that. That was too much. But that's like at least half of the student body, right? Half of all Black college graduates can't repay their student loans. They default on their loans. And so then your family wealth is going down the drain, and then on top of that, you're then with your education, you're trained to do what? You're not trained to go build businesses in your own community. You're trained to go work for a white guy to build businesses in the white community. So basically, again, your preparations for slavery are very thorough. This is something that's been done since you were in slavery. And because you can't actually have a good slave unless you prepare that slave. What they call it, not tenderizing. It's a word like tender. Give me the word where they prepare the slave, like they kind of not butt breaking. It's like something where they take the slave and they kind of just break him down real good to make sure he's ready, like the way you tenderize a steak, like kind of make him fit for slavery. So long story short, that's what you get. So as Black people, it's important that you learn how to become economically conscious so that you realize how you're being played. Now